Hello and welcome back to Trends and Friends. If you're watching the news or just kind of keeping up with the world, obviously hard times hitting in Louisiana right now. We are joined with Kylie here at the Red Cross talking about the efforts we're doing out right here in Texas to go help out. I know it's a very tough time and a lot of help is needed. So thank you so much for being here and kind of talking a little bit about what we can do to help.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, so tell us kind of what y'all have going on. I know y'all definitely stay busy during this kind of year.
Yeah, absolutely. So we've had people on the ground before Ida specifically reached the coast. We had about 500 people, boots on the ground throughout the weekend, and by the end of the day, I'm told we have 700 actual people on the ground. That's not counting people like myself that are working virtually and doing virtual support just around this disaster. It's important to mention also that it's not just Ida that we're working on, even though that's in the headline, but we still have Western wildfires, the Afghan evacuees, the Haiti earthquakes, the flooding that happened in Tennessee, even the storm that hit the East Coast. So it's not just this one we're focused on, but this is definitely the one that's got the the headlines today.
So what are y'all needing from the community right now, whether it's volunteers, donations, things like that?
Sure. So our mission statement, it ends our statement. We do everything by the power of volunteers and generosity of donors, and it's those two things we need help with. We need people that are able to deploy or who can sign up and be a volunteer locally, right here in our chapter office in Lubbock. And then there's so much work we can do locally. Just in our Texas Panhandle and Amarillo and our South Plains chapter here in Lubbock, we had dispatches for home fires in both chapters today, not just to mention Ida. So we always need volunteers that can deploy as well as work virtually and locally. And then obviously we need financial donations. These disasters are drastic and they don't stop. It's not like the Western wildfires ended and it turned into Ida. These people are, how long will it be before some people can get back to their homes? And so the financial donations are what we need on top of the man hour donations.
Where do people go to either donate or kind of learn more about volunteering?
Sure. So it's really easy. It's redcross.org. You can find everything out there from taking CPR first aid classes to donating money to signing up to be a volunteer. It's all right at that website. And then you can always call the local office. They'll get somebody there or myself to ask more questions. But online, redcross.org is the quickest and easiest way to go.
Obviously, I know we talked about volunteering and donating money, but maybe if I have a case of water, stuff like that, can we drop that off? Is there anything kind of like that? Maybe I'm at the grocery store and I see an extra, especially with the groceries, some places being out. Is there anything like that that y'all could collect as well?
Yeah, so that's a great question because that's not just our organization, but all organizations. In fact, I took a little break and I was watching the news there, and they addressed the same thing down in New Orleans now. Is heartfelt as that is not a good idea. It's the financial donations. Instead of spending that money on that case of water or that bag of clothes or hygiene items is most likely the thing. It's best just to go online, like for us to redcross.org, and just donate that money there or to an organization that people follow there. Because an organization, if you give me a case of water or a whole bunch of hygiene items, now that's here in Lubbock and I have to turn around and ship that someplace down to wherever the disaster is. And not only are we adding financial costs, but now we're adding man hours, taking away from to try to figure out how to ship and do those things. So is heartfelt that is, unless you're local, is that dollar that can actually go so much farther than an item locally.
Yes, that's definitely a good point. And thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Everybody make sure you go onto their website. You know that it's definitely going to go and help people in good. So thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Of course, don't go anywhere, guys. We'll be right back after the break.